Yes, yes. Okay. Hello everyone. This is our first DT founder interaction for Feel4, and this is Ankit from Electric B. Let's start the founder interaction, and we have few questions for Ankit. So he will be taking us through his journey of Electric B and what they are currently doing. So hello Ankit.
Hi Manish,
Yes.
Akanksha, hi guys, everyone. Thank you for introducing me. So, of course, my name is Ankit. I'm from Electric B.
Yes.
I've spent some good, if not all, of my beginning career years in management consulting, moved
Okay.
out to the US henceforth.
Mm-hmm.
This is my second startup. My first startup was into transfer pumping equipments that are meant for the agro sector. So, a lot of metals and mechanical
Uh,
and then hence finally pivoting to clean energy. Electric Bee is essentially a clean tech energy company. We
mm-hmm.
make decarbonized power backup solutions that are meant for construction and industrial customers. Value
Okay.
prop lies in our state of art converter technology that provides
Mm-hmm.
3 times jerk load, no other solution provides. Now, to
Okay.
wrap all of this fancy stuff that I just said into a very linear language, we
Yes.
make clean and cheap alternatives to diesel generators that
Mm-hmm.
save 109 tons of emissions a year and 14,800 rupees a month for our customers. Uh,
Okay. Okay.
we
Uh,
are, yeah, go
uh,
ahead.
a question that if average you need to understand, are you in the green energy space where you help transportation businesses?
So as I said, Manish, we
Mm.
develop decarbonized power backup solutions,
Mm-hmm.
and the use case is the use case might can expand to the agro sector
Mm-hmm.
and commercial spaces, offices, and whatnot. But right
Okay.
now, we want to be very laser focused on construction
Mm-hmm.
industrial customers, just for
Okay.
the reason that the pain point is the
Mm.
maximum at that end.
Okay. Okay. Nice. So, you explained this is your second startup. So, you obviously brought few ins and like few good things and bad things, which or bad thing or inefficient thing from that startup. Would you like to give two in like insightful one good thing you brought from your previous startup and one thing which you are avoiding now from your previous startup?
Sure, and thank you, Manish, for asking that. And I think that is one thing that I keep telling all my fellow founder friends,
Hmm.
that there are only two things
Hmm.
when you're building something of your own.
Yes.
So I think resilience to be your best ally, because uh, this is not an easy journey, right, for early
Hmm.
stage founders, and especially for first timers. You keep getting second thoughts that you want to,
Hmm.
you maybe if you are even headed in the right direction. so
Yes.
so I think resilience, number one. And
Okay.
on the point 5 days that you are winning, I think consolidation is key. So there's this beautiful story that I heard,
Hmm.
that Beatles, all of us know them for their great music that they
Yes.
invented, right? So Beatles, after they did their first successful tour, they went back and produced and made 6 albums within the next 6 months. So on the 0.5 days that you are winning, you need to consolidate your wins. So I think those
Hmm.
are two things that I learned from my first startup.
Okay. Nice. Nice. So, like for Electric B, what would be the financial roadmap or the next milestone you trying to achieve?
Doing we want to do 10 units in the coming 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
That's close to $100,000 in revenue.
Okay.
Um, uh, that's what we're looking at, and
Okay.
I think we are in good shape. Seems like it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you only cater to US clients, or it's Indian clients also, your basis?
We are based out of India.
Uh,
And of course, the customers have to be Indian right now
mm,
because we are a hard tech company. We
yes.
build these tangible things.
Yes.
Um, but that doesn't also say that, you know, we will be restricted to just the local boundaries. We
Okay.
would want to expand when the time comes, sure.
Okay. Okay. So you want to expand to 10 units. So how much currently? What the current unit thing you are doing now?
So the pivot to clean energy happened like an year back.
Mm,
Like we have a diversified team with complementing skill sets from
mm,
power storage, from power systems, from policy, hardware, supply chain. And we figured that this is a huge pain point for construction industrial customers when the grid is
mm,
off, right? and
mm.
and running a diesel generator is a lot of cost with skyrocketing diesel prices.
Yes.
And for construction industrial customers, it's part of their cost, so they're very cost sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a new thing for us. We're currently doing 2 units
Mm.
in less than what, a year,
Okay.
which people tell us that that's
That's good.
fast.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Nice. Nice. So as you said, so in construction, this is the diesel thing. Is a variable cost for them, or is it's a fixed cost? What they work on this thing? As a,
Good question, Manish. So one thing is the capex that you spend when you buy a
mm,
diesel generator. The other thing is OPEX, which is the
yes. Okay. Can you explain OPEC the term?
fuel and maintenance that goes into it. So our solution comes at one third operational expenditure of a similar
Okay.
range diesel generator.
Okay.
So you cover all the capex very quickly, and it's all uphill from
Hmm.
there.
Okay. Okay. Nice. Nice. So you talked about the next milestone to be 10 units. So for achieving this milestone, what kind of people you are looking to hire? So you get this growth quickly or more efficient in a more efficient way.
To be honest, Manish, that's a very. I think you hit the nail in the butt. That's a very important question to ask.
Hmm.
One should always know what resource they're looking out for.
Yes.
So I think one thing is operations. Now that we're going from 0 to 1. We're doing these
Hmm.
one or two initial units. I think it comes with a lot of paperwork, a lot of
Hmm.
processes,
Yes.
legal formalities, which we are not best suited for, right? Our job is
Hmm.
to do something else. So
Yes.
I think which is why operations and business development is one role that we're looking out for.
Hmm.
And I think it's the role that I'm talking about is
Hmm.
doesn't. I mean, I could be wrong, but this is just me. I personally feel that rather than experience, it comes
Hmm.
from on the job. Like
Hmm.
if it's a very subjective role. So an
Yes. Okay.
operations role for a SaaS company or
Hmm.
for your company, for let's say for example, is going to be
Yes.
different from how it's going to be for Electrik B. So I think it's more of on the job learning. So
Okay.
anyone who's highly motivated and driven and aligned to our vision,
Hmm.
uh, completely works. I mean, we are happy to help them learn and also learn from them on this journey. The other
Yes.
thing we're looking at is, so one is operations and BD. The other
Hmm.
one is towards tech. So someone who understands power systems,
Okay.
power harmonics. We were talking about probably an electrical engineer fourth
Hmm.
year or an EC guy fourth year.
Hmm.
So yeah, these two roles.
Okay. Okay. So the operational guy would be more of an entrepreneurial person, guy, or the she or he would be a more entrepreneur who want to know how to run a startup in an efficient way, so they can understand, okay, how to develop a business, or how to do operational management in a more efficient way, how to create processes and systems. So you get in the loop and you close the deal, so that you can also do. So that's what I think about the operation. And the other thing is pure hard technical thing about
Sure,
hiring. We hiring or we needing a technical guy of that electronic background, so the person can deliver what you want in terms of
sure.
new technology or making it more efficient, the processes in the technology side. So you talked about these two roles. If you have to like mention these two people whom you want to hire, why Electric Bee as an organization exists in the first place. If you would like to explain that to the people.
Very good question, Manish. That's like, I think, the most important question
Hmm.
for having this conversation now that we're having.
Yes.
So the vision of the company
Hmm.
is to decentralize the grid, and we want to decentralize the grid
Okay.
by our distributed energy resources. Now,
Hmm.
I know there are a whole lot of people who
Hmm.
want to decentralize the energy sector and do
Hmm.
whatnot. But
Hmm.
how we our vision is different from all these other people. Is we want to decentralize the grid by giving the power that is needed at a very micro level. So giving our distributed energy resources to individual customers. So
Hmm.
now we are not key players. The consolidation is still happening. So with us, we want to decentralize by selling our DERs to very individual customers, which
Hmm.
are construction and industrial customers.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
Hmm.
anyone who's aligned to this vision, and finally be able to so okay, decentralizing happens at the micro level. Then what? Then we want to democratize energy, giving clean energy to the most underprivileged communities. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
so
Okay.
so so that's like the final thing, because we understand no matter how clean or how technological savvy a solution is, it's only going to
Hmm.
sell if it's commercially viable. So
Yes.
doing that while democratizing power,
Hmm.
clean power for the most underprivileged ones. So if
Okay.
if 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 someone's vision aligns with what we're trying to do here, because this is like the whole bigger picture of what we're trying to do here, this is like the
Hmm.
30,000 aerial view. so
Yes.
so I think that person makes the right fit.
Yes. So, the vision was like you elaborated the vision quite well. But if you have to pitch the person in 2 or 3 sentences, how would you pitch? Like also they understand in small, like less words, but they get the context what you are doing.
If you're someone who's troubled with the atmosphere around you, and
Okay.
hard tech is something that you know arouses you, if for, let's say, for the sake of this conversation, then
Yeah.
Electric Bee is your place.
Okay. Nice. Nice. Okay.
Because so I the company is settled in the NCR, okay, and
Okay.
we know what happens every year through the months of October through January. The city literally becomes a gas chamber, and
Yes.
that's not just the NCR. I mean, most parts of the country, yeah, they're not livable anymore. So we're trying to cleanse
Mm.
the atmosphere. So if you're troubled
Yes.
with that, Electric Bee
Mm.
is your place.
Yes. Yes. Nice. Nice. So, my next question would be you talked about why your organization exists in the first place, why Electric Bee exists. So, so as a Electric Bee founder, what values do you think your organization believes in, and the applicant who is applying also align him or herself to those values? What values you believe in as Electric Bee founder?
Okay. I think the number one thing that we try to follow as a culture in the company
Hmm.
is being motivated. Like, we
Okay.
totally believe people. I mean, motivation is not okay. Yeah, we want to earn a lot of money. I mean, that too, that follows, that
Hmm.
comes with it. But
Yeah.
also, just generally being driven,
Hmm.
because we certainly believe that someone who's driven or who's targetedly motivated
Hmm.
is way better than someone with the right skill set. So if someone
Hmm.
is motivated, can still learn all the skills even without a degree.
Hmm. Yes. Yes.
So I think
Definitely.
that is a very key value that we follow, that
Hmm.
that's like key.
Hmm.
And then the other thing is, you know uh, transparency, not in the most generic terms. So
Hmm.
giving you a specific example, as you said,
Hmm.
someone who might be watching this later might be able to understand it better.
Hmm.
So one thing that we try to do is do all our work online, so that
Okay.
it's easier for anyone and everyone whosoever is looped in to take track of things. And this is not just a supervision or a review thing.
Hmm.
It's just a good thing to have something on a common platform, so that
Hmm.
if let's suppose the company is doing good or bad, then the 10 people who are working within the company or with me, they are
Hmm.
also knowing it. And
Hmm.
we've had experiences when people just try supporting you even without you telling them that okay, this is not being done, or there's something that's wrong going on, just because there's so much transparency. So I think
Yes.
those are two very key things.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, nice, nice. My next question was around your culture, and you directly answered that with the transparency and those things already you have within your organization. That's good to hear. A transparent
I think
culture.
Manish,
Yes,
I think values are something that are very subjective. And I think
yes,
so
definitely.
let's suppose if I'm probably we're going to work with someone from Bengal, right?
Hmm.
And
Yes.
then we're going to some work with someone who's from Rajasthan. I'm,
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure they're going to bring values with themselves.
Yes.
And we are reasonable people. We are happy
Hmm.
to be bent along. Eh, we are not the ones who will always keep telling you that do things
Hmm.
our way. We also might just learn
Hmm.
things from you, the
Yes.
values that you bring on the table. So
Yes.
I think with those two things, we totally believe, and I'm saying this with my experience, that
Hmm.
nothing is, I won't say nothing is impossible, but
Yes.
you could really cut hills with that.
Hmm. Yes, it's like we also believe that we only not hire them in our organization, but they also hire us in their story,
Sure,
which they are
exactly.
narrating at the end of the
Totally,
day.
totally.
So
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's about their values, and we collaborate on the value part. They few,
Sure, sure.
few we have, and the few they bring in to our organization. So
Yeah.
that's a nice way you put the point of having a different way and a open view of what values are and how values can also dynamic. We can change those
Also,
values.
of course,
It's not
of course.
rigid.
Yeah, yeah.
So you talked about values. So uh, I would like to like hear a story of an associate of Electrik, which grown within the company. Like you don't need to take names, but you can share a success story of a associate or who has been with Electrik and now he's risen or growth story.
Yeah, to be honest, Manish, we are a little early stage to have that trajectory to witness for
Mhm.
someone to come and then also grow with us.
Mhm.
But I wouldn't not answer your question. I would rather answer it with a different
Mhm.
sort of example. So
Yes, definitely.
there was this
Mhm.
guy who would, we know what's happening around, right? A lot of
Yes,
layoffs been happening.
yes,
So
yes.
so smart guy
Mhm.
being laid off,
Okay.
very resourceful, and
Mhm.
has a family, has responsibilities,
Mhm.
has expenses to be met. And we thought he makes a right fit.
Mhm.
And he just got so much aligned with the vision and the culture of the company, with
Mhm.
the people who are already working here, that he just wanted to do it even without
Mhm.
money, or let's suppose 10 or 15% of the money, right?
Okay.
And he was ready, okay?
Mhm.
Because I'm totally certainly believing that he was in for those two things that we asked for. He was
Mhm.
motivated, he was driven, and he was
Mhm.
ready to learn. He had that hunger,
Yes. Yes.
and he was very resourceful, smart guy, okay?
Mhm.
But we realized that this might just be gratification. I mean, 2 or 3 months down the line, there are responsibilities around him, right? so
Mhm.
so so we figured out, we sat with him, we figured out a solution,
Mhm.
that the percentage of his pay that we cannot afford right now is
Mhm.
probably 10% of his earning, right?
Mhm.
You understand legalities, we do not want to be
Yes.
specific here, right?
Mhm. Yes. Yes.
And so it becomes a win-win. He
Mhm.
wanted to work with us desperately.
Mhm.
He's ready to come on board, and
Yes.
then he's also secured in the sense, and we are also content. we
Mhm.
also we we also, if
Mhm.
that answers your question of of a growth story. I mean, that's a relationship growth story with the resource we thought is a fit, and he thought too, but
Yes.
couldn't happen just because of that one
Hmm.
parameter. And this is how we tried and solve it mutually.
Nice, nice. So it's not only about they getting growth in terms of monetary or not monetary. Like if the person is aligned and wanted to learn with you on the journey, that's a different kind of growth story where the person want to feel Electric Bee's journey or growth journey. That's a different.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. So we keep telling people, I don't mean to
yes,
cut you out. We keep telling
yes,
people that, you, if so, let's suppose I said you mentioned an operations role, right?
yes,
I would be the most happiest person if that operation guy or girl comes in, and then they take over. I don't know. They take over marketing. They take over tech.
yes, yes,
They okay. Bigger scheme of things, we promote them to a partner level.
yes, yes, could
With
be, could be.
things are very dynamic in startups, right?
Hmm.
But then it's all upon them. They
Yes,
have the key to open these doors, right?
yes, yes,
So just
definitely.
to add to what you
Yes,
said.
definitely. Like it's about
Yeah,
what you are delivering, and then if you are delivering, it's all about everyone is like observing because startups are small at the beginning. You are doing everything in the same level which the founders are doing. You're working on the grassroots, and founders are still
exactly.
doing that. Founders
Like,
understand what effort you put in right now because
God.
startup freshly started it, have put in that amount of time, and you are also putting it. That's why it's very observable if you are delivering or not.
Yeah, yeah. Like make it your own baby. It's who
Hmm.
says it's my baby.
Yes, yes, yes. That's a nice anecdote or
Yeah.
a make it. Yes, yes. That's good. So, one thing you talked about the growth story of that guy who wanted
Mm.
to join, and then you had a agreement or something. You had a settlement, and then so if someone fails fails in a project or in a delivery part, so how Electric Bee associates take failure within organization within Electric Bee.
Yeah, this is something, Manish, that I've learned from my previous startup. You know,
Hmm.
you never call out shots. You never
Oh.
call out shots with
Hmm.
people, with especially with people who work with you.
Hmm.
If there is someone who's really worth, and
Hmm.
who feels for the company, the baby, the product, whatever, and
Hmm.
something's gone wrong because of them, trust me, the people with that mentality will feel worse than you will.
Yes.
They will feel worse, because then they are those people who want to deliver.
Hmm.
They tell themselves that I am the person who delivers, and I haven't, and I messed it up.
Hmm.
And then they come back with better things. So I think it's just about, as I said, those two things. We keep mentioning them, being
Hmm.
driven, being motivated. if
Yes.
if if someone comes with that mentality, I'm pretty sure the loss that they make, they're going to recover it very soon.
Yes, yes. In failure, many organizations, people don't accept the failure. They
Mhm.
are in Electric Bee, the associates are accepting and then working towards fixing it, or how's the current failure like taking? Do they accept or how you treat the failure? Like you don't call shots, but if you have to solve a mishap which has been done, how would you take that situation?
I think this is a very human centric approach also. Yeah, I think
Yes,
this works in relationships also. So I
yes.
think there these two things that we mentioned. Okay, आपने ये करा,
Hmm.
उसकी वजह से ये हुआ, और ये
Hmm.
नुकसान हुआ.
हाँ.
Now you figure it out, यार.
Yes.
ठीक है. I think दो चीजें कि हाँ, you did X, which is why
Hmm.
happened, and why is not good.
Hmm.
Why
Yes.
is not good.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Now it's very simple. If someone cannot understand that, then boss, well, we don't know what we're doing then.
Yes. Yes. So yes. Hmm. That's good. That's good. Nice. So, you talked about failure, how you don't call shots, and it's all about mutual understanding. And like
Sure,
we
sure.
also talked about talked to few of in past few founders. They're also they said it's not about leadership or alignment, but it's about ownership. So if you
Totally, yeah, totally.
if you're owning anything, you will take responsibility. and then you will,
Absolutely.
as you said, they will feel the most guilt out of it's
So
not going good.
so just to add as an example,
Yes.
there's this new person. She
Hmm.
works as an intern with us,
Hmm.
and so we also have to adjust ourselves to the
Hmm.
kind of people that we're working with. It's
Yes.
new for some people.
Yes.
So
Definitely.
because she's accustomed with reviewals, she
Hmm.
keeps coming back to us after the task she completes and
Hmm.
asks us, is this fine? So the first week we reviewed it a little, and then now what we started to do is just told her that, if you think this is electric B standard, and if you think this could be a final deliverable, just send it across, put it
Okay.
across. You own your thing.
Hmm. Yes.
It's good or bad, you're the ones to decide, because startups don't do reviews, right? I
Yes.
mean,
Yes. At a certain
yeah,
level, we don't like
yeah, yeah.
once. Yes. 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 Definitely. So you talked about like few like how you treat failures and you don't call like, but there would have been have interesting stories within electric B. So can you share any interesting moment which you had in past few weeks or months within electric B that was interesting and fun? You can
I
share any
would
moment.
every day is fun with the team. Yeah, trust me. Today was so much fun. As I said, we
Okay.
were we were at this customer site. There were two
Hmm.
team members with me, and then this
Yes.
customer was asking questions that uh,
Okay.
those were already
Hmm.
the features that he was asking was
Hmm.
already in the system, already in our
Hmm.
unit that we're
Yes.
deploying.
Hmm.
So sometimes, I mean, we understand it's part of the job, but sometimes team
Yes.
members also get agitated. So there was
Yes.
this nice ruffle between one of my team members and the
Hmm.
customer's guy,
Okay.
just on a very basic current level thing. So I think that was a fun thing. But yeah, I think every day is fun.
Yes, nice, nice.
Yeah,
That's good. Like if everything is going good and like if you feel if you have that energy of having and enjoying the work, that's good enough. Like in a startup, you need to enjoy because you are not working on a single operation. You're doing many things at the same time. That's one
I
thing.
think
And
I think there's this one thing that I like. This is my personal thing. Okay, maybe some
mm,
might agree to me or disagree, but I think whatever visions founders have, right? One
mm,
personal vision for founders has to be, and I think is, I'm quite certain, is to have fun in this journey.
yes,
Like that's there, like
yes.
that's there. So
Mm.
so yeah.
Yes, yes. That's like if you're not having fun, then you are not doing a startup. It's a normal
Sure.
job you're doing 9 to 5, but it's more hours you are giving it
Yeah,
because
yeah.
founders enjoy it. That's why they contribute more to this. So few final like last question of our interaction. So if you have to pitch if you have to tell one reason why the applicant should join you, what would you say? Like the parting words or the final note you want to give the applicant.
Okay, two things. If you say one, I'll say two.
Okay.
One is, of course, the atmosphere. It's getting bad. Trust me, all the diseases, the viral, the
Hmm.
fever, the cough that
Yes.
you get,
Hmm.
is because of the air you breathe.
Okay.
Now,
Man. Hmm.
now, all the people who are doing data science,
Hmm.
artificial intelligence, IT, computer engineering, please, guys, understand that you are born in a country who's made to build, and
Hmm.
now that everyone and you along with them is going to sit on their computers and not build stuff, then how
Hmm.
can we stop China from what we keep telling amongst each other that we are going to? So
Yes.
so someone needs to do hard tech, and Electric
Hmm.
B is our place. So cleanse the atmosphere, build hard tech, build amazing
Yes.
stuff, work with us.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Ankit. It was a great time. You said great parting words.
Sure, sure.
Yes,
You too,
the
man.
applicant will be inspired with like yes, you said right. Like we are a building country. We need to create stuff rather than we
Yeah.
creating just the
I
software.
I see I see marine engineers, I see aerospace engineers
Yes,
doing data science.
yes.
Guys, you had to do something else.
Like
But yeah, all respect to data science people.
it's all about being that okay. Need to do the Google job and those. I'm not calling
No,
any shots. I'm not.
so no. Make it cool. Otherwise, okay. One thing I'd like to add, Manish. So
Yes.
I'm right now sitting on a table, right?
Yes.
Now I could make this table IoT and punch all the
Ah,
data that IoT is reading to a cloud, right?
yes.
Then I could gauge all the atmosphere around it, weather
Hmm.
conditions, how much weight at what times of the day, mine that data and sell it to table owners, right? I could do that, but for that, someone has to be making the table.
Yes. 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 Make
So
table the IoT.
right. Then play
Yes.
with technology.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Thanks, Ankit. Like Mr. Ankit,
yeah,
introducing
yeah.
Electric Bee to our applicants, and it will be a quite fun journey if they join you. I see, like we interviewed past founders, but this is the first hard tech company we are offering. Like we are interviewing, and it was great
Which is
meeting
why we're
you. And
different.
yes, you are different. That's why. That's your pitch. If you want
Yeah,
to
yeah.
see some different thing, join Ankit in the journey of Electric Bee. That's
No, if
our
you
pitch.
if you literally want a one liner, then this is it. Hard tech is hard, and which is why we are doing it. Because if you're doing something easy, then why are you even doing it? So yeah.
Nice, nice, nice. Thank you.
All right.
So this was our end of founder interaction. Thank you everyone for clicking in. So we will be seeing you in the free flow event. Thank you all.